Greetings. Welcome in. Welcome in. Happy Tuesday. I am Simone the Shepherdess, and I was taught that when you get, you give. When you learn, you teach. I'm here to preach, and y'all finna get this word. Just bringing us in with some sage. Today, y'all, we are about to do a few deep breaths. We know, first and foremost, without the breath, there is no life. So we give thanks for our breath, we honor our breath, and we intentionally breathe. Not only that, the source of any type of disease or illness that you are currently trying to combat is due to a lack of oxygen. So ensuring that you're breathing, releasing stress, releasing anxiety, depression, overwhelmingness, all starts with you breathing adequately. Before it begin, I'm going to bring us in cleansing the energy with my chime bell. The 4 chimes that you hear will represent me cleansing the energy of the 4 elements of water, fire, air, and earth. Ashe. Today I am going to be doing my breath work with my motorbike and some Tenzi. Y'all, so I've had my motorbike for a little over a month now. Literally, I think going on almost 2 months. And what the biggest change that I've noticed since, because I get on here almost every day with this crystal. Even when we went to the farmers market this weekend, I had this on me with my aquamarine. But it has assisted me with being more present. Like literally before this, and even if you go back and like watch the videos from the beginning of the year to where I am now, you can see the difference in like what I'm currently going through, because I have tried to be as transparent and as vulnerable as possible with everyone that is tapping in. Yeah, it has really caused me to, not caused me, but aligned me with releasing and literally allowing what is to be what it is, like, and really walking in faith that whatever it is for my good. I want to write this on here in case somebody get on while we're meditating. We are about to do 50 deep breaths. And y'all, so the way we are about to deep breathe is I want you to slowly inhale through your nose until the capacity of your lungs has filled up. Hold it for about 3 to 5 seconds, and then I want you to release it slowly from your mouth until all of the air has been removed. And while you're doing this, I want you to do it intentionally, like for real, giving thanks, appreciating your breath and all that it is doing. As you inhale, you are providing nutrients to your body. As you exhale, you are removing byproducts from your body that is no longer serving you. So align with receiving the breath and releasing the breath. Again, we are about to do 50 of those. I feel like I want to do something else. You know what? But okay. 50 deep breaths. And don't rush it. Do not rush it. Take your time. Do it as if you are savoring this breath. Ashe. Let us begin. help you when I finish meditating. Who put it on you? By yourself? You can eat something else when I'm ready to make lunch.
Oh, with sugar?
No, not with no sugar.
The sugar I can eat? That forgive me. Go, go.
deep. Okay, y'all. I'm just lighting some Palo Santos. Bringing me back down. Because, boy, did I float away before we get into the journal prompt. Yes. Almost. So the journal prompt for today is, what can I do to improve my physical health and support my throat chakra? No, don't take that food in the playroom. Leave it on the table. Have you washed your hands since you've been back inside?
Yeah.
Why you right on your face? What can I do to improve my physical health and support my throat chakra? As soon as I saw this question, I was like, y'all, this is for me. Because I smoke weed. I love smoking weed. Or I love cannabis. But we've discussed this before, because smoke does not belong in the body. Even if it is supposed to be meant to be for rituals only, it's like smoking every day. But I'm proud of myself, because I do see myself growing within slowing down on my intake. So I can go a day or a few weeks without smoking, compared to smoking an 8 to a 7 a day. So I slowly feel myself, getting better. But it's at the end of the day, smoke does not belong in the body. So keeping that at the forefront of my mind, even though I indulge in cannabis daily. But for you, what can I do to improve my physical health and support my throat chakra? And even if it's not something as tangible as smoking weed, what are you doing in regards to silencing yourself or over speaking? Because both of those have detrimental effects to your health. So how do you find the balancement in order for your throat chakra to be balanced? In order for your throat chakra to be healthy? In order for you to be healthy overall? Because so many things are aligned with each other. Because if you are silencing your voice, you suppressing something. And if you suppressing something, that energy is going somewhere else. So now you're wondering why your heart ache, or why your blood pressure high, or why you got a headache, or all these other physical ailments that come from you not being able to speak up for yourself. So again, what can you do to improve your physical health and support your throat chakra? Yes.
It's birds out there.
Is what downstairs?
Birds.
What?
It's birds.
Bugs?
Mm-hmm.
Y'all let flies in the house?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm pulling from a few decks today. The first deck I'm gonna pull from, in honor of me smoking so much weed, is my cannabis oracle deck. Let's see what the message is that the Most High have from this deck for us. Spirit, I'm clear, I'm near, I'm ready to hear. What's the message? I felt it come to loose. The flock needs to know. Tell me so. Tell me what you need to know. Tell me so. Got a few cards to come out of this deck, but I'm about to fix my scarf first. Good, thanks. And I said, I'm gonna cut this off. I'm like, nah, they ain't gonna see it. And then this pop off for y'all to be able to see it. Just a little blooper. Just a little blooper. So now you gotta go under. What you doing? Give thanks. So we had 3 cards to come out. The first one was Arun Miller, Great Diviner. I don't think I've ever seen this card before, so I'm interested to dive deep. What do I get from this? A seer. I'm trying to see what is in his hands. It's almost like this person is blind and reading Braille. I don't know why I'm getting that from this card. And then you see the, I don't even know what you call these, but most people, or some people that meditate, use those. It's, dang, what is this called? Some type of bead. I think they might be like chanting beads. People use them when chanting. So the amount of beads that's on there, like you count the rope or the beads on there as you're chanting. So somebody that indulges in their throat chakra. Okay, well, I'm interested to see what this is gonna be about. And then we got Gratitude, Arziki Dabarin. Good thanks. This is giving I don't know if I'm getting Wheel of Fortune or the World card or like a combination of both. The Universe in the middle. And then we got Crystal Technology, Silicone or Silicon. The clouds giving me air energy. Look at the fetus in a crystal. Let's see what this means. Arun Miller is often referred to as Ifa and saw the beginning of creation. He embodies wisdom and understanding through all destinies. He sits in front of a bright blue sky with his legs stretched out before him, a slight bend in the knee. He wears a yellow and green robe and sits as the great diviner, with his cowrie shells beside him in a pile. Are those cowrie shells? Yep, I see them to the left. In front of his lap sits a mirror with golden flakes on it. Oh, that's a mirror. Where the shells fall, he creates a mark of 1 or 2 straight lines to decipher their message, something that has taken him many years of practice. He uses these readings to determine the outcome of any situation and comes to you when it is time for you to be called to action. Ifa is the path of the males in Nigeria. Ifa is the path of the males in Nigerian divination, and the stern look on his face reminds you that he means business. He knows all the secrets about creation, and a candle sits at the front of the card to symbolize this. He is immensely powerful, some say more powerful than other Orishas. Arun Miller has his diving chain, Opeli, and his palm nuts around his seat to symbolize what he brought to humanity as a guide. This reminds me of, it's people out there that do like coffee or tea readings, and it's when they like take their leaves in a cup. Some people drink it, some people just steep it and then pour out the liquid, and then whatever is left, the remnants that's left on the cup, they know how to go in and decipher a message from the divine. So that's what I'm getting from how they say the leaves fall into the mirror, and then he deciphers what type of message it is delivering. This is interesting. This is my first time getting this card. I'm about to dive deeper. So then we got Arziki Dabarin, Gratitude. Arziki Dabarin measures the variables of energy coming from you. This wheel resembles the teachings of the cosmograms and medicine wheel. Following the sun, we enter the wheel in the east and exit the wheel in the west. The north and south represent our ascension and descension within the extremes of the wheel vortex. The Oracle of Rebirth rises on one side of the wheel as the Oracle of Chaos rides down the other, showing that not always will you want a situation to last and vice versa, but that is the cycle of life. Life is a constant change in luck, relationships, finances, homes, and lifestyle. How you react to change is the key here. Do you fall into chaos or rise? When this card emerges, it reminds you that each event in your life could be a blessing. Maybe you just got through your dark night of the soul, and this card is a reassurance that the sun is shining. You are loved, you are guided, and you are protected in all ways, always. If Arziki Dabaran has come into your spread today, ask yourself, how do I react to change? Do I meet opportunities when presented with them, or do I make excuses to resist the change? This is all like following up on the message yesterday, because what was the journal prompt yesterday? If God starts winning the week, will you make the cut? And how and why I feel like I will is based off of the interactions that I have with people now. In the past, something that would trigger me gives me the opportunity to be the best me and enlighten others, pour into others, and instead of judging them, accepting that they aren't as abreast to enlightenment as I am. So be the light no matter how dark someone else is. So how it says, it's all about how you choose to react to a situation. It's your perception. I told you, every single thing that we encounter or endure is for our betterment. So in the midst of it, how are you applying what you are learning? Or are you still utilizing the statement or the phrase, I'm healing, I'm not healed, as a crutch to justify why you are still a low vibrational being? Then we got crystal technology. If this card has come up for you, it is time to communicate with the crystal spirit realm. It's been said that humans once had 12 strands of DNA and 12 chakras we actively use. The more light it contains, the more information can be obtained from the elemental being inside the crystal itself. This card reminds us that we can tap into our inner being to attune to other elements, including trees, plants, animals, and more. This card tells you to listen to your clairaudient, that's what it is. This card tells you to listen to your clairaudient, telepathic, and clairvoyant abilities. Everything our phones and computers can do is possible because there is a tiny silicon-based organism inside. And at one time, this technology was more ingrained into our way of life than before. Thank the crystals within your home, any that you encounter, and even your phone's crystal, because all sentient beings respond to human emotion. The crystal that aligns with this card is malachite. Affirm, I recognize patterns and choose grace, compassion, and kindness for myself. Give thanks. This building on that last card I just pulled, Arziki Dabaran. Because if you notice in your life, whether it is your life personally or within the lives of generations that are connected to you, history repeats itself. Patterns repeat themselves until somebody wakes up and steps outside of the, what do they call that in math? If I have a pie chart and everything else is aligned and it's like an outlier, but I don't know if that's what we call it in math, an outlier. Maybe that is. But you doing something different to change the narrative, to change the pathway, to change the journey, to bring your bloodline, maybe, I don't know. So being able to recognize, hey, I keep attracting the same type of partner. What can I do within me to not align with somebody low vibrationally? Or what is the lesson within this relationship or these relationships that I keep aligning with? Another one is like teenage pregnancy. If you know people who in every generation they have a teenage mother, that is, and it's not to, because I was a teenage mom, so it's not to belittle anyone or try and judge anyone about it, but that's tied to some type of trauma. That's tied to some type of generational curse, the lack of love, the lack of communication. It is a plethora of traumas it could be tied to, but it's tied to some type of trauma, and that's why every single generation deals with it, because nobody has combated it. So yes, affirm, I recognize patterns and choose grace, compassion, and kindness, not only for myself, but for the person I'm interacting with. For whatever has triggered me, being empathetic and realizing that they aren't enlightened enough to know who they are and what they're doing at the moment. Dang, that was just deck number 1. Let me do a my self-care deck. What does the universe want us to start incorporating daily or weekly as a ritual to bring us closer to our highest self? Spirits, I am near, I am clear, I'm ready to hear. I'm about to look it up and see what's the message the flock needs to know. Tell me so. Tell me what's need to know. So we got 3 cards to come out. It says write a gratitude list. And what was the y'all, didn't this last card just say something about gratitude? Yes, we pulled the gratitude card. I know I wasn't crazy. I'm like, I feel like we did. Pulled the gratitude card, and the first card to come out is to write a gratitude list. So that's confirmation that somebody out there needs to immediately stop living in lack or worried about lack or what you don't have, or even releasing the hustling spirit to feel like I gotta work hard to obtain whatever I gotta obtain. If you're telling yourself you gotta work hard, then that is what the universe is going to give you. Hard things that you have to overcome in order for you to align with whatever you're trying to obtain. But in this very moment, I want you to write a gratitude list, being grateful and thankful for everything that you already have, telling the universe that, hey, I am appreciative for everything that I've been able to obtain, everything that I've been able to align with this far. And I want us to take it a step further. Instead of write your gratitude list, but I want you to walk and vibrate in gratitude. So as you are walking through your home today, I don't care how small or how big it is or how much you want it to be different, walk throughout your house today full of gratitude. Oh my God, thank you. I have privacy to close the door. Thank you. I have 3 bathrooms I could choose to go and utilize. Thank you for the garage that I can pull my car into so I don't have to endure the elements outside. Thank you for my stove for me to be able to cook. Thank you for these dishes in the sink because I just cooked and prepared a meal. I had groceries to be able to do it. So I want us to write that gratitude list, but I also need us vibrating within gratitude. These are so crazy because when I picked this deck up, I saw some of these cards. But we got nourish your temple. We know that nourishment we consume with all of our senses. You consume with what you're watching, looking at, what you're listening to, what you are smelling, what you are consuming orally, what you are consuming physically. We know you can consume by what you put on your skin, absorbing what you consuming, what's in your environment. You consume energetically. So what are you doing to nourish your temple, your soul, your spirit, your physical body? Are you allowing any and everybody in it and around it? Or are you intentional about the spaces you allow your mind and your body to enter? What are you consuming? We talked about processed foods. Processed foods have no nutritional value whatsoever. Are you consuming live foods, fruits and veggies, and drinking water, staying hydrated? Just like we get oxygen from our breath, get oxygen from consuming water. Nourish your temple. Then we got sync with the moon. Every time it's a new moon phase, well, typically I only tell y'all about new moons and full moons, but there are many moon phases. I think it's about 7 or 8. But are you in sync with the moon? I told y'all, it might be TMI, but if it's not, for the ladies, I'm so in tune that my cycle is in tune with moon phases. Some months it's the full moon, some months it's the new moon, but it is always aligned with one of those moon phases. How are you in sync with the moon? And this could be male or female, but with your intentions. We know that when new moons come, we are setting intentions with the new moon, and by the time the full moon comes, we are able to realize what we need to release, what didn't work out, what we need to add to try and align with. Being able to know how your emotions are affected by not just the moon, but by other planetary and planet placements. Planetary and placements. So are you in tune with the moon? As much as we on our phone Googling what should I expect for the moon energy, or following different pages on social media, moon bathing, just going outside, sitting under the stars and under the moon and speaking to the moon, acknowledging the moon. Let's do a tarot before we get out of here. Spirits, I am clear. I'm clear. I'm ready to hear. What's the message? Please. Damn it, I'm not gonna do all these. We had 3 cards to come out. I smiled when the first ones came out because we got the Emperor. Y'all know this Big Daddy energy. This is who I'm aligning with. My divine counterpart is the Emperor. Then we got the Ace of Pentacles. We know the Ace of Pentacles is a new beginning regarding money. And we have been constantly getting the 4 of Pentacles, which is either a windfall of money or aligning with your stability and security and foundation, changing with some source of abundance. Then we got the Tower card. The Tower card, in my opinion, it just depends on your perspective, because it could mean, for me, it's an ending, like something drastic is about to happen, some type of drastic change, but it doesn't have to be low vibrational or negative, meaning, oh, I'm about to have a change, or I'm about to lose my house, I'm about to be homeless, I'm not about to have a car, I'm about to be riding on a bus. It could be, dang, your life about to change so much, just like with the windfall of money, that you are about to become a different person abundantly, high vibrationally. You about to have so much money that people not gonna even know who you are. You are about to enter a different tax bracket, a whole different caliber of people. Yes, Big Daddy energy. Let's dive deep. Let's see what the cards say. We're gonna go with the Emperor first since Big Daddy came out. The Emperor. Where in your life do you need to take charge? Authority, leadership, and logic are all words associated with this card. A card of power, wealth, and success can represent a masculine parental figure or partner. Something in your life is requiring you to focus and stay organized. This is a time for prioritizing hard work over play. Stand disciplined now as you pursue your goals will be a necessary part of achieving them. Keep building your empire now in order to enjoy it later. Shade. Then we had the Ace of Pentacles. Financial opportunity, manifestation, prosperity. You've planted a seed for future stability and are ready now to manifest your dreams. Be ready to clear out old habits, routines, and clutter in order to usher in this fresh life. Can indicate a new venture, career, or health opportunity. And then the Tower. And the Tower is number 16, which breaks down to a 7. Y'all know today's 7/25/2023 breaks down to 777 again. So y'all better harness the energy of today. What am I looking for? 14. No, I'm not. I'm looking for 16. The Tower says, what is falling apart in your life right now and how might it help move you forward? Real child, the ultimate card of warning. If it hasn't popped off already, then it's about to go down, and chances are you're not going to like it. Indicates a sudden change that shakes you to your core and can throw you off your game. There's no going back to the way things once were. The music stopped, the club lights are back on, and it's impossible to ignore the mess around you. Oftentimes, the destruction of the tower is inevitable because it wasn't built on solid foundations. Consider the upheaval a blessing in disguise and rebuild stronger than ever. Ashe. And see, that's what I said. Like, it does mean an ending or something coming apart, but what are you gaining by this drastic change with all of these, with the tower tumbling? And it could be just the nudge that you need in order for you to propel forward, for you to take that leap of faith. In order for something new to come in order for birth to happen, we need death. We need an ending. We need removal. We need releasing in order to receive. We got to make space. And sometimes it's not going to happen the way that we assume it should happen. It happens the way it needs to happen. Because even in the happening, we are learning. Y'all just be coming with these gems and they just be coming on the spot. Give thanks. Okay. For a closing message, this is my energy healing oracle deck. Let's see what the closing message is. Spirits, I am near. I am clear. I'm ready to hear. What's the message the clock needs to know? Tell me so. Tell me what you need to know. One more card. So we got 2 cards to come out. Vitality. Vitality. I am a being of light. I accept the divine energy in my body and every one of my cells regenerates. This puts me in the mind frame of that. What was the card I said I never had from the first deck? What's his name? Arun Miller. Yeah. I am a being of light. We all are beings of light. If we were created in the creator's image, then you are source. I am source. Are you walking with that much faith? With that much enlightenment? Or are you questioning yourself? do you not believe in yourself? Then we have affirmation. I listen to myself and acknowledge my needs. I assert myself and retain my power. I am brave and gentle. I don't have to be afraid of others. I respect myself and I am respected by others. And this is aligned with how we are choosing grace and kindness and being the light in the midst of darkness. We're no longer matching energy. We are maintaining our energy. I hope this message added value. I am Simone the Shepherdess, and I was taught that when you get, you give. When you learn, you teach. I'm here to preach, and y'all finna get this word. Have a transformational Tuesday, and I'll see you tomorrow.